No. I'm finishing this. All right, where is he?
We all float down here. Join us, 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 join us.
No! No! Come on and join us, bucko! I can't believe I'm about to say this. It is the first feature-length film adaptation of Stephen King's seminal novel of the same name about 7 kids who feel like outsiders who, over the course of the summer, form this group known as the Losers Club. And during this particular summer, after a few tragic events happen in their town of Derry, Maine, they go up against this evil clown known as Pennywise so they can bring his reign of terror and murder to an end. Guys, you know I've been waiting for this film for quite a long time, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. This is not only one of the best films of the year, it is something incredibly special. I cannot fully express how great Andre Muschietti did of taking Stephen King's work and putting it on the big screen. Because with this film, it blends coming of age and Stephen King horror seamlessly, and it was great to watch. Let's begin with the Losers Club, because in all honesty, I fell in love with each and every single one of them. The film makes you feel like you're part of the Losers Club, and if you search hard enough, you can actually find 1 or 2 kids in the group that will remind you of yourself from junior high. And every single kid in this movie does a fantastic job, but I gotta tip my hat to 2 people. That's Jack Dylan Glazer and Sophia Lillis. These 2 surprised me in the best way possible. I've never seen them in anything, and there are a few scenes in this movie where they either have to show pain or they're shocked, and the expressions on their faces, I was just like, those kids are actually terrified. I'm impressed. And the whole dynamic of the Losers Club in this film was phenomenal. It reminded me why I fell in love with the book, reminded me why I fell in love with this movie. Because each person has their own unique personalities, and when everybody is interacting with one another, it's great dialogue, it's great character building, and it's just really fun to watch. But if we're gonna be honest, the weight of this film was on Bill Skarsgard as Pennywise the Dancing Clown. And oh my goodness, he is terrifying. He was creepy, he was childlike, and more than a few instances, you could find me in the theater like this. Oh no! So Bill Skarsgard did a fantastic job as Pennywise, and honestly, it puts the Tim Curry Pennywise to shame. I love the Tim Curry Pennywise, but this is a Pennywise that I could actually sink my teeth into. This is the kind of Pennywise I enjoyed watching because I felt it worked better for this story than the Tim Curry version did. And of course, there's some really amazing aspects of Pennywise they reveal in this movie, but I'm not going to give that away because that'd be going into spoiler territory. And now let's talk about my favorite aspect of this movie and why I think it makes this adaptation far superior than the one that came out in 1990. Because if you remember, my biggest issue with the 1990 version of it was that it didn't delve into the horrors of humanity as much as I felt it should have. This film does not hold back, particularly when it comes to Beverly Marsh. For those of you like me who were a little angry at the 1990 miniseries for not showing the kind of brutality that Beverly Marsh had to deal with on a regular basis, this film shows it, and I feel as though Beverly's portion of the story might actually open people's eyes to see how some people have to live on a day-to-day basis. And you could definitely say that about every other aspect in this film, because people are scared, people are nervous, people are living in fear on a day-to-day basis. Each of their situations might be different, but nonetheless, they're all horrific in their own way. And it really does prove Stephen King's point that we make up horrors to cope with the real ones. You know, the more and more I talk about this film, the more and more I love it. And I don't want to mention the horror aspect of this film, even though it is in there and it is profound, because I don't want to spoil that for you guys. However, I do have a bit of a con with the movie, and it's that I wish that the film would have focused a little bit more on the history and origins of Pennywise in Derry, Maine. Other than that, guys, I have no flaws with this movie. Andre Muschietti created a fantastic adaptation, and it was better than I could have possibly hoped it would be. This is a movie less about the horror of a supernatural entity, less about Pennywise the dancing clown, and more about the horrors that people have to go through on a daily basis. The movie looks great, you love everybody in the Losers Club, you hate Pennywise, you fear Pennywise, and the movie is a powerful story about humanity as a whole. This film might actually be my favorite film of the year so far. I'm not sure about that yet, but I'm definitely gonna have to think about it. But guys, if there's one thing I am absolutely sure about, it's that it is suit-worthy. But as always, it is what you guys say that matters. So have you already seen it? And what did you think about it? And more importantly, is it your favorite Stephen King novel? I know it's certainly mine. But whatever you may think, leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. And if you like what you've seen here, and you want to see more, click right there and subscribe and become part of the fray of nerds who love cinema. You all have a fantastic day. Oh, don't worry. You'll be getting a balloon very, very soon as well. Because after all, we all float down here. And you'll float